Hi, ladies. Well, this quick video is to let you ladies know that my battle with my uterus pains came on pretty strong, and that's why I have been unable to post lately. As I explained in a few videos before, I have been getting these debilitating, horrific, absolutely terrible pains in my uterus. I went to the doctor, this happened like a year or so ago, and to the gynecologist. They took ultrasounds and things like that, but the test result didn't show anything. And well, it just stayed like that. They didn't give me anything to treat it because it just didn't show anything, you know. And it's just an incredible situation. Of course, my pains continue. I had to do research on my own and figure out, with the help of my loved ones, that fresh greens, fruits helped a lot. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm sort of kind of in pain right now as I speak. I mean, I've been better. I feel a little bit better than before, but it still hasn't gone completely away. So if you hear me breathing kind of heavily, it's because I'm trying to control the pain. And while these fresh greens and these fruits, while they do help, it is still a struggle for me to stick 100% to this green diet, this organic diet. you know it's kind of hard. It's a struggle. And so when I fell off again, you know and began eating, the bad foods, that are high in fats and sweets, you know, and forget caffeine, or I mean, I'll be screaming in pain to the heavens. The terrible pains inside my uterus come back with a vengeance. If I eat anything like with artificial ingredients, it has to be completely organic. The thing is, if I eat stuff with artificial ingredients a lot, if I eat a lot of it, it's done. It's over for me. It's over. Well, I did more research. My dad suggested for me to do more research, and I think, ladies, I think I may have finally, and I mean finally, with the grace of God, found at least a name for what I had. And that name is called secondary dysmenorrhea. The pain that I'm experiencing, around my uterus, those cramping pains that come, every time my cycle comes, this 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 pain, it comes after my period is completely gone now. But it used to come before. Okay, so it changed to after the period is over. Now I'm here you know, to make Shima suffer. And well, that's what this article described. It says, regarding the secondary dysmenorrhea definition, it says painful cramping after your period is known as secondary dysmenorrhea. And it's more common during adulthood. Now, these cramps aren't usually serious. They go on to say these cramps aren't usually serious. However, it's important that you monitor them, especially if they last long. Now, I wish they would have explained how long is long. And I have been monitoring them, and it comes and goes with my period. It only comes, around my period. It doesn't, come out of the blue and stuff like that. Although it kind of has been trying to do that lately as well. I'm telling you, ladies. Now, because mine lasts anywhere from 6 days to 8 days, today, as I speak, is the eighth day since my period finished, and I still feel this pain that hasn't completely gone away. Right now, it's like 90 to 95% gone, but it's still there. And sometimes they come back after a few good days of feeling no pain. So right now it's the eighth day. Then the ninth day I don't feel anything. The 10th I don't. 11, 12, and then boom, all of a sudden I start feeling it again. You know, that's happened. And sometimes it doesn't happen that way, but sometimes it does happen that way. Also, these terrible after period cramps, I'll say, you know, like I said, they used to come before, 2 to 3 days before, sometimes five. It depends, before my period comes. Sometimes I feel this pain, this horrible pain before my period comes, but that hasn't been happening for many, many months now. It stopped doing that, and that one is called primary dysmenorrhea when the painful cramps come before. And actually, primary dysmenorrhea, the definition is, painful cramps that come before and during your period. That's what the article explained. Now I am able to fight away 90 to 95% of, the regular period pains with painkillers. And I've also been using them for my secondary dysmenorrhea situation, those horrible cramps that just linger after the period is over. And as you can see, it's, those pains, they completely debilitate me. I can't do anything, ladies, but lay in bed wrenching in horrible pain when the pain is really high, just wrenching in pain. The article also spoke about treatments. I was thankful for that, something that the doctors couldn't tell me. The article spoke about treatments, like eating, again, greens, like vegetables, and to eat fruits, and to exercise lightly. But whoa, let me stop them there. Sorry, article, but let me stop you there, because when I did exercise, and I'm talking about walking lightly, not jogging, not running, walking super lightly, and some light step climbing on my porch. Every now and then I'll, step up on the porch as if I'm going back into the house, but lightly. Lord, I almost fainted. Later that evening, I almost fainted with horrendous pain that came at me. This happened a week ago. This horrific situation happened a week ago. The pain, ladies, do you know how long it lasted without going away? No matter, and I took the painkillers, I drank my green drinks. That horrific cramping pain lasted for listen to this, 7 straight hours, almost going on 8. I mean, wrenching, horrifying pain right down there in the uterus area. So there I was, sitting on my bed, rocking myself back and forth, hugging on my knees, tossing back and forth. I held the tears for as long as I could, but they bursted out at the 7th hour. I looked at my clock and I was literally clocking in at 7 whole freaking horrible hours of this uterus pain. But finally it started to subside. But the punishment was real. It was real. Capital REAL. Now, one lesson I learned was never, ever to exercise during the first few days after my period is gone. I have to wait, and wait. Now, the green drinks do help. Don't get me wrong, ladies. The organic stuff does help, and so does my painkillers. But I have to literally not do much of anything. I can't do much of anything for the next 5 to 6 to even 8 days. You know, because I feel the tightening feelings like a rope that's been tight. Tight rope inside my uterus, and then it just literally explodes into nonstop awful pain if I attempt to do any high activity things. A lot of walking I cannot do. No matter how light it is, as you as you heard. I have to really, really take it easy. Also, after taking the painkillers, the pain still hangs around, and it will literally not leave for the next 4 hours or so. Sometimes they used to leave around 2 hours, but this past week it was doing that. The pain lasted after taking my painkillers. The pain lasted for 4 hours. Okay. And I mean, I can handle it better because of the painkillers, but I can still feel its annoyance, that tight rope tightening, like somebody tightening a tight rope in my uterus. Whew. Now, despite all of this, I am pretty happy that I finally pinpointed what, what could be, the answer, and that's called secondary dysmenorrhea. And I basically experienced a combination of both, as I explained. I basically have primary and secondary dysmenorrhea. Because remember, my pain used to come before the period as well, and that's called primary dysmenorrhea. Anyway, just wanted to come on here real quick to let you ladies know what Shima's been battling with lately. I mean, all I can do is remain consistent with my vegetable and fruit, diets. Also, the article said to drink lots of water, which I have begun to do as well. Drinking lots of water flushes out a lot of toxins from the body. So, yes, I'm going to do everything in my power to remain disciplined with this diet, ladies. This new way of life, really. I have no choice, you know. My health is at risk, and this pain is literally stealing my days, my weeks from living a quality life. Today, at least today, I am starting to feel a little better, and the pain only happens after my cycle, so it is a predictable thing. You know, Thankfully, it's not a debilitating illness that cannot be cured or something like that, because it does go away, and at least I get a few good days without any pain at all whatsoever. And I can do my exercise without fear of my uterus pains attacking me. Once it comes completely gone, I have a few good days to do, what I can do with my exercising and even posting on here. So it's so unfortunate, like I told you, stealing away my weeks and my days of living a quality life. That keeps me from posting and being with you ladies and teaching you ladies, you know, what I've been teaching you since I got on YouTube about, you know, the best hair care practices to grow Afro textured hair, the great lengths, and so many other things, that I like to share with you ladies. Also, I read a while ago that losing weight will also help heal my pain. So I have been trying to do that as well. I dropped like, 2 pounds from yesterday to today. I dropped 2 pounds. Um, and of course, I got to do more, you know. But as I explained, it's been a struggle, with remaining disciplined. And I have to work really, really hard on that. It's not as easy. It's easier said than done, But I'm definitely, after what happened to me last week, 7 hours not being able to move, and pain that I cannot even describe in the English language. I definitely got to get my act together. And so regarding my weight, I am still not where I want to be with my weight, and I am working as hard as I can to, drop those pounds. Well, ladies, that's it. I am working on some good things for us, believe it or not, and will be using my good days to accomplish my set goals. So, thank you for tuning in and sending blessings your way, ladies. Take care, Shima girls.